to do a shoulder press, and when I kicked them up, the bicep detached on the upper.
Worrying about the Olympia each year, because the day you win the Olympia, the next day you're already thinking about the next one, right?
Right.
We'll find out soon.
Olympian champion, the gift, Phil Heath.
Biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is the way I train is more instinctive, but also with purpose.
Expo last year, so it's been about a year since I had this bicep fixed, okay, which is fully healed now.
Cutler's bond with Heath. Jay Cutler's bond with Phil Heath isn't just your run-of-the-mill friendship. It's a story of mentorship, support, and watching a dream turn into reality. Cutler takes us back to the early 2000s, a time when he crossed paths with Phil at a bodybuilding show in Denver. Back then, Phil was fresh off the basketball court, having traded his hoop dreams for a shot at bodybuilding glory. What struck Cutler right off the bat were Phil's insane arms, a clear sign of his athletic prowess. Despite facing financial hurdles while hustling as a trainer at Bally's, Cutler saw something in Phil and extended a helping hand. Over dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, they hashed out Phil's aspirations and the steps needed to turn them into reality. With Cutler's guidance, Phil's journey took off like a rocket.
You know, I met Phil Heath at a show in Denver. I was a guest poser, I think it was around 2003, and I saw this kid with these crazy arms. Got him a contract by the next Monday, and he was paid to be a bodybuilder through the Weider organization. And to compete, he was financially strapped a little bit. He was working as a trainer at Bally's, and next thing you know, I said, listen, I can help you. You know, he had a dream to be a bodybuilder, and, you know, from him, I sat and we had dinner at Cheesecake Factory that evening.
What seemed like a blink of an eye, Phil snagged a contract with the Weider organization, a game changer for his budding career. From there, Phil's trajectory was nothing short of meteoric, culminating in an impressive 7 Mr. Olympia titles. But here's the kicker. Cutler's not just patting himself on the back for Phil's success. In fact, he humbly acknowledges that Phil went on to surpass his own achievements, even besting him in competitions. Yet instead of fostering rivalry, their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Cutler and Phil aren't just buddies, they're like brothers, united by a shared passion for bodybuilding and a journey marked by triumphs and challenges. Even today, they're still tight, swapping stories and shooting the breeze like old pals. And that, my friends, is the stuff legends are made of.
We'll find out soon.
Olympian champion, the gift, Phil Heath.
Genetic gifts. When Jay Cutler talks about Phil Heath, it's like listening to a maestro praising a virtuoso. Cutler doesn't just admire Heath, he's in awe of the man's genetic gifts, which he considers exceptional even by bodybuilding standards. One aspect that stands out to Cutler is Heath's triceps. They're not just impressive, they're jaw-droppingly awe-inspiring. Cutler vividly recalls being blown away by photographs of Heath during his basketball days, where his physique already showcased remarkable development. It was like witnessing the birth of a legend, the seeds of greatness sown long before Heath even stepped foot on a bodybuilding stage. But Heath's arms? Those were next level. Widely praised as some of the best in the industry, they're a hallmark of his physique, a testament to his dedication and genetic blessings. The size, shape, and definition, they're all on point, contributing to his overall aesthetic appeal and enhancing his presence on the stage. Cutler can't help but marvel at Heath's arm game, recognizing it as a key component of his unparalleled success in bodybuilding. Yet it's not just Heath's physical attributes that leave Cutler in awe, it's his multifaceted personality. Cutler reveals another dimension to Heath, one that goes beyond the muscle and the stage lights. He highlights Heath's artistic and articulate qualities, describing him as a talented pianist. It's like discovering a hidden gem, a secret talent that adds depth and diversity to Heath's already impressive repertoire.
He was second to me. You know, he's been great since the beginning. He's third in his first Mr. Olympia in 2008.
Biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is the way I train is more instinctive, but also with purpose.
Come out and realize what real life is, and you've experienced this now being off the stages and
Cutler's revelation about Heath's musical abilities invites viewers to appreciate him beyond the realm of bodybuilding. It's a reminder that there's more to Heath than meets the eye, that beneath the muscle and sweat lies a man of depth and passion. Cutler's encouragement to ask Heath about his musical skills is an invitation to explore the breadth of his interests and talents, to see him as a well-rounded individual with a rich tapestry of passions. Moving on to Heath's achievements in bodybuilding, Cutler doesn't hold back in acknowledging his remarkable record of winning multiple Olympia titles. He humbly admits that Heath has surpassed his own achievements, stating that Heath has won more Olympia titles than himself. But Cutler doesn't stop there. He speculates about Heath's potential, musing that if it weren't for his midsection concerns, Heath could have achieved even greater success, potentially surpassing the record for the most Mr. Olympia titles. Cutler believes that Heath's physique is incredibly pleasing to the eye, making him the most aesthetically complete Mr. Olympia winner. In recognizing Heath's success, Cutler also gives credit to the collaborative efforts between Heath and his renowned trainer, Hani Rambod. Cutler acknowledges the importance of a well-structured game plan in bodybuilding, and he believes that Heath's partnership with Rambod has been instrumental in his achievements throughout his career.
He works with Hani, and Hani, they I'm sure had a game plan to prepare him to come back.
You got to get used to. So, like anything, if you're used to your home gym, and where Phil, this is, Jay comes and trains here.
The only indifference is, he's been sitting out now a lot longer than I did. I mean, I came back the next year.
Where Phil's not only changing, what gym he's working out at, he's also changing the atmosphere he's working out at.
Rambod's expertise and strategic guidance have undoubtedly played a significant role in shaping Heath's physique and competitive edge. Jay Cutler's reflections on Phil Heath paint a picture of a truly exceptional athlete and individual. From his genetic gifts to his artistic talents, Heath is a force to be reckoned with both on and off the bodybuilding stage. And with each Mr. Olympia title under his belt, he cements his place as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Coming back from injury. Jay Cutler's story about his own comeback after dealing with a bicep tear in 2012 gives a glimpse into the real struggles of getting back on the bodybuilding stage. He straight up admits that when he made his return in 2013, he wasn't exactly in peak form. Dealing with that ring rust and readjusting to the grind was no walk in the park. So when Cutler heard that Phil Heath was making a comeback, he was kind of surprised. He figured once you step away from the Olympia spotlight, you might want to kick back and enjoy life without the pressure of competing for titles.
Do a shoulder press, and when I kicked them up, the bicep detached on the upper.
Expo last year, so it's been about a year since I had this bicep fixed, okay, which is fully healed now.
And it didn't hurt, really. I just thought, it was like an electric shock.
For your bicep, the MRI didn't show that I actually tore it though, but they could feel that it was detached actually from the shoulder.
It was actually detached, and the crazy thing is I competed with a torn bicep.
But maybe it's true what they say. Once you've tasted the sweet victory of bodybuilding, it's hard to resist the call of the stage. Cutler's take on it? Stepping away from the intense competition scene might give bodybuilders a chance to see that there's a whole lot more to life than just winning trophies. Sometimes, a break can give you a new perspective and a chance to explore other passions and pursuits. So while making a comeback might seem like a bold move, maybe it's just another chapter in the ever-growing journey of a bodybuilder. And who knows, it might just be the comeback story of the century. Challenges and potentials. Cutler's got a front row seat to Heath's rise, and he's here to spill the beans on what makes the guy so darn formidable. First up, let's talk about Heath's physique. It's like something out of a bodybuilding dream. Cutler can't help but gush over the dude's muscle insertions and intricate details. When Heath turns around to flash his back, it's game over for the competition. From calves that could double as boulders to hamstring striations you could grate cheese on, Heath's back poses are in a league of their own. And that back double bicep pose? Forget about it. It's Heath's signature move, and it's practically unbeatable on the Olympia stage. But hold on, Cutler's not blind to the challenges that come with age in bodybuilding. As athletes get older, their bodies go through some changes that can mess with their overall look. We're talking reduced skin elasticity and maybe a bit of a belly poking out where there used to be abs of steel. But even with these natural transformations, Cutler's still riding the Heath train to Victory Town. He's convinced that as long as Heath's midsection stays in check, nobody's gonna touch him on stage. Now, Cutler's not one to sugarcoat things. He's got some words of wisdom for Heath too. He's all like, "Hey buddy, don't go overboard trying to fix what ain't broke." Cutler advises Heath not to get too hung up on perfecting his midsection, cause that could mess with his overall aesthetic appeal. It's all about striking that perfect balance, keeping things full and tight without sacrificing that wow factor that makes Heath stand out like a cartoon character brought to life. But let's not forget the team behind the man. Heath's trainer, Hani Rambod, deserves a shout out too.
So, machine same way, you know, eventually what might be a little bit easier for most people takes you a while to acclimate to the different.
Worrying about the Olympia each year, because the day you win the Olympia, the next day you're already thinking about the next one, right?
Right.
Come on, go. So now we have to actually get him to start training some of the body parts to be able to get the back bigger. We're gonna have to get the arms a little bit stronger.
And that speaks volumes because of Phil Heath's physique.
Cutler knows that it takes more than just good genetics to win Olympia titles. It takes a whole army of trainers, coaches, and support staff working behind the scenes to make it happen. Reflecting on his own journey, Cutler knows the struggle of making a comeback after a break. So when he heard that Heath was dusting off his posing trunks for another go at the Olympia, he was both surprised and impressed. But hey, if anyone can deny the odds and come back stronger than ever, it's Phil Heath. In the end, Cutler's message to Heath is clear. Stay focused, stay balanced, and stay true to what makes you great. With the right game plan and a little luck, Heath could be hoisting that Olympia trophy once again, cementing his status as one of the all-time greats in bodybuilding. And that's all for this video. See you next time, and bye for now.